Maple Street was the kind of American suburb that looked safe from a distance. White fences, basketball hoops above clean driveways, flags on porches, dogs that barked at mail trucks and then fell asleep in the sun. Mia Carter moved there after her divorce because the real estate listing promised quiet nights and good neighbors. For the first 3 weeks, it was perfect. Then, every night at exactly 11:11, every porch light on the street blinked off at the same time. Not one by one, all at once, like somebody had reached under the neighborhood and pulled the same hidden switch. The power company said it was impossible. The neighbors laughed it off. Mia tried to laugh too. But the fourth night, when the lights died, she heard someone knock from inside her bedroom closet. The knock was soft at first. 3 taps. Polite, almost shy. Mia stood frozen beside her bed, holding a laundry basket against her ribs like a shield. The closet door was closed. She knew it was closed because she had shut it herself after hanging up her coat. There was no crawl space behind it, no attic door, no way for anyone to be inside. Tap, tap, tap. Her phone buzzed on the nightstand. The screen lit up with an emergency alert. Missing child. Silver alert style, red banner, official tone. But the photograph under the message was not a child. It was Mia. Same tired eyes, same gray hoodie, same small scar above her lip. Under the photo were 4 words that made the room tilt. Last seen tomorrow night. Mia called 911, but the line did not ring. A recording answered in a calm woman's voice and said, "Please remain where you are until you are found." She hung up. The closet handle turned a 1/4 inch, then stopped. From the other side, someone whispered, "Do not open it yet." It did not sound like a monster. It sounded like a person trying to help. That was worse. Mia backed into the hallway and ran downstairs. Every step creaked after her. But one extra creak followed, always one stair behind. In the living room, the family photos over the fireplace had changed. Mia had no family photos there. She lived alone. But now there were 6 framed pictures of her smiling with neighbors she barely knew. In each photograph, behind the smiling people, stood a tall man in a black suit. He was too tall for the room. His head nearly touched the ceiling. His hands rested on Mia's shoulders like he owned her. Where his eyes should have been, there was only smooth skin. No sockets, no scars. Just a blank, flat face with a mouth that smiled in every picture. Mia grabbed one frame and smashed it against the fireplace. Glass scattered across the rug. The photograph inside did not tear. Instead, the man's head slowly turned within the printed image until his blank face pointed straight at her. At the same moment, every window in the house filled with silhouettes standing in the rain. The neighbors stood shoulder to shoulder on Mia's lawn. Mr. Dalton from across the street, the nurse who jogged every morning, the twins who sold lemonade in summer, all of them soaked, motionless, smiling at her dark windows. Nobody blinked. Nobody shivered. Their porch lights were still out, but Mia could see their teeth, bright and wet in the storm. Her phone buzzed again. A new message appeared, not from the county alert system, but from a number saved in her contacts as Mom. Her mother had died 7 years earlier. The message said, "They are not watching the house, honey. They are watching the door inside it." Upstairs, the closet knocked again. This time, from much closer. Mia ran to the kitchen and took the largest knife from the block. The blade shook in her hand. Outside, the neighbors began to hum. It was a lullaby, low and sweet, the kind a parent might sing to a frightened child. The tune crawled under the doors and through the vents. Mia recognized it, though she did not know why. She had heard it in dreams since she was little, always right before she woke up crying. At 11:12, the humming stopped. Every face outside turned toward the second-floor window above the porch. Mia followed their gaze. In the glass, reflected behind her, was the tall, eyeless man standing at the bottom of the stairs. She spun around. The hallway was empty. In the reflection, he remained. He lifted one long finger and pointed upward. The message was clear. Go back to the closet. Mia did not want to obey, but the front door unlocked itself. Then the back door. Then every cabinet, every drawer, every window latch in the house clicked open at once. The neighbors stepped onto the porch. Their smiles widened until they looked painful. Mia ran upstairs because there was nowhere else to go. Her bedroom was colder than the rest of the house. Frost silvered the mirror. On the closet door, written from the inside in a child's handwriting, were the words, "Thank you for growing up for me." The door opened by itself. Inside was not clothing or darkness. It was Maple Street in daylight, but empty and wrong. The houses were new, the trees were shorter, and a little girl in a yellow raincoat stood in the middle of the road. Mia knew the girl's face before the girl turned around. It was her own face, 8 years old, pale with terror. Behind the child, the eyeless man bent down as if whispering into her ear. Young Mia looked at adult Mia and mouthed, "Run." Adult Mia stepped back, but the room behind her was gone. The closet had become a tunnel of bedrooms, each one with a different version of herself inside, all listening to the same knock. Her phone buzzed one final time. Emergency alert updated. Missing person found. Location? Behind the closet door. Mia understood then that Maple Street did not steal children. It waited for them to grow up, move away, forget the lullaby, and come back as adults. The neighbors were not people anymore. They were the ones who had opened their doors too soon. The eyeless man smiled wider and held out a hand. From downstairs came the sound of hundreds of feet entering the house. Mia looked at the little girl in the road, then at the tall man. She grabbed the child and pulled her through. The closet slammed shut. At 11:11 the next night, a new family moved into Mia's house. They loved the quiet street. And when their daughter asked why the closet knocked, her parents told her it was just the pipes. Years later, police reports would say Mia Carter left town without warning. Her car stayed in the driveway. Her purse stayed on the kitchen counter. Her phone was found on the bedroom floor with the screen cracked and one unsent text open. It read, "If you move to Maple Street, count the closets before you sleep." The new family never saw the message. They painted the walls, trimmed the hedges, and told everyone the house had character. On their first night, their daughter woke just before midnight and heard 3 gentle taps from behind her closet door. Tap, tap, tap. She whispered, "Who is there?" A woman answered from the darkness, calm and sad. "Do not open it yet." Downstairs, every porch light on Maple Street went black at exactly 11:11. Outside, the neighbors stepped into the rain and smiled up at the little girl's window, waiting for the house to choose someone new.